Hall finds Sticks. No good. And another rebound there for Jalen Smith.
Tatum thinks he's hot because he got off to that good start, but he has really cooled down.
Smith with a look at the triple.
DeMar DeRozan. Vucevic. Lonzo.
RE on that play because of his spacing.
Yeah, but how would a defense fall that much asleep as OKC almost runs a similar play? Inspiration on his face for the near turnover. Bron playing a little purpose here. Defender beating the Lakers the first two. Carmelo.
The ability to stretch the floor makes them very dangerous because you can't really camp out or wait on anybody.
Funk shooting the basketball.
Well, keep in mind, too, with all that's been said with the turnover situation, both teams have only gotten 7 points off turnovers.
Muscala on the Paisley returning. You see Giddey back to Muscala, makes it look easy. Poku almost the same.
Huge back to back. These guys have to really show the energy. They didn't play a ton of minutes.
Bjelica on a drive right.
Bjelica is a really good passer.
Oh, Craig, three. You do your thing, I'll do mine.
Yeah, get out of my area, man.
You're in my working space. Smith looking for another.
Inside, although Sloan was telling us earlier, he doubts whether that will be the case against a run ball.
Running across the lane, didn't make that one. Porzingis.
Westbrook to LA, brought over a haul for Washington. And a couple of them in the starting line. Wide left. He usually likes to be outside the three-point line. As JRE pops out for that three, and
We saw Poku, man, just coming down there like a locomotive cruising through the landscape. He's had a couple of shots.
Greeder catch and shoot three now. Oh.
Holiday and Paul, two of the best guards in the NBA going head-to-head. Cam Johnson free to fire.
8 to play in the third. San Antonio 1. See, I think it's the Pels in San Antonio for the 10. Look at
a different position. Craig on the drive, cut off, looking for help inside. McGee nowhere to go. 8 on the shot clock. Paul puts it on the deck, finds Crowder behind the stripe.
but has found a really nice home here in Cairns, reunited with Adam Ford.
Improved his offense, and now he is definitely a two-way guy.
PJ looking for three in a row.
You know, a couple of early double-doubles like in the first half.
Big-time performances.
Now, I think Pau Gasol, even at 80%, is going to be a game changer.
Dagnall wanted Kenrich Williams to take the ball out of bounds as Mike Muscala lets one.
Not to take away from what he's doing, because the Thunder are just not able to get the offense going. And he is just feeling it right now. Trent Jr. kicked it out to Josh, who delivered.
Boucher.
Well, that first check, how you got all the bubbly, that's Shamet right now, without a doubt. To be able to do that as he steps back. Shamet's next. And Chris Paul. I'm going to see him and Mikal, Sun shooters. I want to see how.
And helping capture the win. Right now, Warriors in the midst of a 13-2 scoring run.
In protocol, he just returned the last game. He's played the 15 games. Here's LeBron, in and out.
Come on. Cleveland has to put it up.
As he has been really stacking them up, particularly in that third quarter. It was fun to watch. Just the full folks.
Just play it out.
Doncic behind his back. Kleba straight away.
So that center position for the Phoenix Suns has already gotten 11 points in the first quarter. Kleba, 3 game. Paul's got 6 assists. He may have a 7th with Johnson's 3.
Cam is really shooting that ball right now. Hard to stop.
15 for Cam Johnson.
Who gets Barcelona in the offensive set. A little behind the back pass to Gasol, who steps away.
Come up short on those little penetrations. Here's Luka Doncic again, turns down the screen. Breaks the defense down, over the head for Toby for 3.
You're going to have to do it with your defense
and the Suns have done it.
Chris Paul, 15 points, 10 assists, gives it to Crowder. Hot hand, no!
In the low block. Morris able to win that battle that time, but he's got to have his hands full on defensive end.
Ibaka's going to try another three-pointer. That's good.
Portis is one of those interchangeable guys for the Bucks who can come up big. He's a good three-point shooter. How about a guy that's been shooting?
Rattle out after the town screen. They did not. They actually assessed that foul to Dinwiddie, not to Powell. So Powell still only has one. Kleber free.
I think for other teams, if you can stretch the floor as well as roll hard, it's very hard to defend.
Well, there's a little backhanded flip back to Landale, and now you're done.
With a chance to continue to cut into that deficit.
Giddy's got a 7-point quarter.
Big shot maker as well.
Giddy back up to Muscala, pops open for another.
Just make it a 6-point game. Just get it close enough to where shots like this, all of a sudden.
That looks like now with a few games under his belt after that long
playoff. They've got the right coach. They had it before. I mean, talk about one good coach following another. Here's Steve Nash back at the controls.
On defense, picked up by Mitchell as Doncic. They channel him into Gobert. Throws it out. Finney-Smith from the corner.
Make sure you choose who you want taking it. You don't want Kispert shooting the ball from three-point land.
That great program in Gonzaga. Mark Few, head coach. Gabriel
Perry, Majette, McCall making him work, got it into the paint, then gave it up, strangely enough, and that's what holds it back out. Didn't like what he had on offer, sets it up again, and goes for the same.
Right now, Joe Chi is dominating around the basket. 2 second chance points he's been able to knock down.
Garland had a triple-double, his first 2 games ago in Salt Lake City. Has a double-double here.
Had some English on it too to make it drop.
Lou now in double figures with 10. Doncic finds Kleber alone.
Coaching staff, and you just get a great view from up here. He is just patrolling that sideline.
White sets up Vucevic, this time a 3.
They're a very solid defensive team. So we're not helping them out by not moving the ball.
Right.
We're getting caught in a lot of isolation situations.
Levine trying to navigate. Kick back to Vucevic. Fires it.
They can do on the defensive end.
Crowder on the crossover, gets it out to Ayton. He'll fire the 3. Under 7.5 to go. Crowder with another look.
Points as Pascal Siakam is able to finish. He's got 4.
Starting finally comes up empty on that 3-point attempt. And it's Giddy racing up the floor quickly, got it up to JR.
Others are doing and anticipating. Harden draws a double. Griffin. That's a 3. Short.
Blake Griffin, and that open baseline for just a lob up to Jared Allen is there every time for Cleveland.
5-year, $100 million deal for Jared Allen.
As is Joe Luala-Chul right now defensively.
A franchise record 7 blocks last Sunday. Here's Barlow.
Lead that advantage 11-7.
Yeah, look, they defend well. They're physical. I mean, you think about the conference, the AAC. You're with Houston and Memphis.
Hiram Harris getting some more minutes in the last couple of weeks under CJ Bruton. Soto
on the floor. I mean, that lane was about as wide open as you could hope for.
Never move off the pump fake.
Jonas deflects it away on the steal and the turnover. CJ with Jonas. 3 ball this time.
Dallas is going to rely heavily on Porzingis. Now, he has not scored, hasn't really gotten a shot off yet. He is a terrific, making his last 2 shots, a 3 and a 2.
That was a beautiful move, though, by Cam Payne. It's just breathtaking watching him dive into the lane. Garza puts it on the deck, smothered by Cam Johnson. Head fake, Corey Joseph. Lines it up, pops out.
You need to get your heads down off a sloppy turnover.
Here's Gasol, top of the key. Let's. It's Butler.
Has they've been one of those teams who's been, in the top offensive efficiency over the past 3 seasons. Prior to that, they were always struggling to make 100 points.
JRE left one.
Oladipo and Lowry playing together. Butler's thought about a 3. Grant Williams daring him. Butler instead drives on him, gets inside.
The first double point scorer in the game.
He's been aggressive. He's very aggressive and very able scorer.
Boy, how about the defense tonight from the rookie, Michael Aaron Wiggins? What's impressive?
Kylan, 21 on the night. Kicks it out to JaMychal Green for Book.
Oh, he's enjoying this.
Back home in Michigan, 5 of 6 shooting, 13 points. Although he's missed 2.
Make the save. Here is Wiggins. Out to Green.
And the Thunder can get even closer. Shea doesn't use that screen. Instead, gives it back to the screener.
Against Milwaukee and Boston. But it's that fourth quarter, second half, they really kind of fall apart a little bit. But right now, they're in control.
When opponents make 17 or more threes.
Yeah.
Here's Thomas Bryant.
Because of that, they can run back in defense and play, this square defense with the Pistons.
Certainly make Keldon feel good. There's Garza straight away for 3. Looking for they get out of bed, Michael, and they start just inhaling rebounds.
Yeah, you give them a block shot and a rebound just for getting up, because that's what they're committed to.
Has resulted in offensive fouls. But Dort got the free throws, knocks him down. Kuzma back outside. This is going to be an offensive foul. At JRE, in just his versatility, Michael, in the early part of the season, this being game 19. He's playing extensively. He's played big minutes.